Are you looking for the best gaming laptops? In this video, we will look at some of the 4 best gaming laptops on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Razer Blade 14. The best gaming laptop we've tested is the Razer Blade 14, 2022, a premium 14-inch model. It has an incredibly sturdy aluminum chassis, a comfortable keyboard with per-key RGB backlighting, and plenty of ports for peripherals. It's very portable, thanks to its compact design, although you'll have to bring the charger if you want a game on the go, as the battery life is very short when gaming. Its 1080p webcam is pretty good if you want to stream, and it doubles as a Windows Hello IR camera for facial recognition, allowing you to log in quickly. The keyboard gets a little hot under load, but thankfully, the fans remain relatively quiet and aren't distracting. This laptop is available in 3 preset configurations. All 3 have the same AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX CPU, 16GB of RAM, and 1TB of storage, so you only have to choose the display and GPU combo you want. We recommend getting the base model with an FHD 144Hz display and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, or the mid-range model with a QHD 165Hz display and an RTX 3070 Ti. Both will provide smooth gameplay in modern AAA titles with minimal tweaks to the graphics settings. The top-end RTX 3080 Ti configuration will provide higher frame rates, but it's significantly more expensive and isn't the best option value-wise. Number 2. ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14. If you don't want to spend too much on a premium model like the Razer Blade 14, 2022, get the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14, 2022, instead. It has a powerful 8-core AMD Ryzen 9 6900HS CPU, and you can choose between an AMD Radeon RX 6700S or 6800S GPU, both of which provide smooth gameplay in AAA titles at the display's native QHD resolution. It has a 120Hz refresh rate and a fast response time to deliver a clear image, and it supports FreeSync to reduce screen tearing. There's only a 1TB of storage option, which isn't very much considering the size of modern AAA games, but the SSD is user upgradable. Unfortunately, it gets hot and loud under load, and its battery lasts only a little over an hour when gaming. Another option is the HP Omen 16, 2022. It's a great alternative if you want a larger 16-inch screen or prefer an Intel/NVIDIA system. It has more GPU configuration options, so it's easier to find a model that fits your budget. It also has a wider port selection that includes an Ethernet port and Thunderbolt for support, and it doesn't get as hot or loud as the ASUS under load. Of course, it isn't as portable due to its larger size, and none of the available displays get very bright, so it might not be the best option if you often use the laptop in very well-lit settings. Number 3. Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 615. Our best budget pick is the Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 615, 2021, an affordable 15.6-inch model that you can configure with an AMD Ryzen 5 5600H or Ryzen 7 5800H CPU and an NVIDIA discrete GPU. The GPU options range from an entry-level NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 to a powerful RTX 3070 with ray tracing and DLSS support. For the display, we recommend the 165Hz 1080p or 1440p panel for the best visual experience, as they have the fastest response time and support variable refresh rate to reduce screen tearing. The RAM and SSD are user replaceable, so if you're short on cash, you can get a cheaper configuration and upgrade it later. Build-wise, this laptop has a sturdy chassis with a finish that doesn't scratch or smudge easily. The keyboard feels great to type on, and there are plenty of ports, including 4 USB-As, 2 USB-Cs, an HDMI 2.1, and an Ethernet port. There's no Thunderbolt 4 support since this is an AMD system. One thing to note is that the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14, 2022, we recommend above is often on sale at nearly the same price, so unless you're set on getting a model with an NVIDIA GPU, you're better off getting the ASUS, as it's a better device overall. However, if you missed the sale or can't afford to spend a little more, the Lenovo is still a great option. Number 4. Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3. If you want something cheap, get the Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3 2021. It's a 15.6-inch laptop with an AMD Ryzen 5 5600H or Ryzen 7 5800H CPU, and GPU options range from an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 to an RTX 3060. The GTX 1650 is an entry-level GPU that can only push around 60 frames per second at 1080p with medium or low settings. If you want to keep the laptop for a while, it's best to get a better configuration with an RTX 3050 or 3060, as the GTX 1650 may not handle newer AAA titles. There are only 1080p display options. We recommend getting the 120Hz or 165Hz panel, as they'll deliver a clearer image with less ghosting. Though entirely plastic, this laptop feels surprisingly sturdy, especially for a model in its price range. It has a comfortable and tactile keyboard, and the webcam is pretty good if you want to stream. Its port selection includes 3 USBs, an HDMI, and an Ethernet port. Like most laptops with a dedicated GPU, the battery life is very short, meaning you'll have to carry the charger when gaming on the go. The memory and storage are easily accessible and user-replaceable, so if you're short on cash, get the minimum of 8 GB of memory and 256 GB of storage to start and upgrade later on.